Okay, so just wanted to make you a quick video about this head halter, aka some people call them gentle leaders, but that's a brand name, kind of like Kleenex. So anyway, this nasal tissue or whatever, this brand is called Nutrix. It's spelled like this, and this is the kind that I had laying around, so this is the kind that I'm working with Jupiter on. It's gonna translate if you have this brand or a different one. Really, the idea is that I want to get him comfortable with putting his face in something, and then being able to feel that it will move around a little, and he can still use his mouth for everything. He should be able to eat, pant, drink water, play, tug, whatever. It shouldn't actually limit his jaw motion at all. That would be poorly fitting. So yeah, so I want to show him that. That's kind of the first order of business here, is showing him, for one, he can stick his head in here, and then for two, that once his head is in here, he is still a fully capable boy. And then eventually we'll start introducing the idea that there's sometimes a leash that goes near or near or near, and kind of introducing him to the idea of what does it feel like to hit the end of the leash? What does that leash pressure feel like on your face? It should be more comfortable than it is on your throat. So that's something. And it's also just safer than that. One thing I do like about this brand is that it attaches at the back of the head instead of the front of the chin. The ones that attach at the front of the chin, there's a lot more of kind of this happening on the leash, and that's pretty hard on their spine. So I much prefer when it's at the back of the head, the leash attachment point. So that's how this one is too. So before I set him up, or rather to get set up for a training session with Jupiter, I try and think through it before I do it. So I'm thinking about things like, I'm gonna have him in my living room. I think that will be the lowest distraction environment for him. But he also hasn't done a ton of free roaming in my living room. Every single time he's in here, he's doing a structured activity, because there are Legos and there are lightsabers and there are plants and throw pillows and all kinds of things. So plenty more this direction too. And so yeah, it's important to not give him the opportunity to start investigating. Right now he doesn't think there's anything really worth investigating in here, and I'd like him to keep thinking that. So I've got my setup here. I'm going to be sitting here. So again, I'm kind of pre-planning this training exercise because for a dog like Jupiter, who's young, drivey, powerful, I want to decide what I'm doing before I implement it. So I decided I'm going to sit here. I decided that I'm going to start by having him stick his head in the hole. So I need to be able to get my head through the hole. So this is how this works here. Here would be the face, and the ears, right through this way. And then his neck is going to come out this direction. So I got to figure that out before I get him in. And then I'm going to evaluate my treats. Apparently I even took my treat pouch off, so I need a treat pouch, and then I'm gonna get better treats, and then I'm gonna get Jupiter, and we're gonna start. Okay, so I got my treat pouch, and I filled it up with stuff that I already know that he considers high value. So with working on something like this, the last thing I'd want is to be trying out some new food, and then to have that dog be like, meh. Right? Because really with this kind of thing, especially at the very beginning, I want a lot of enthusiasm. It would be the same with muzzle training or even introducing a harness to a dog that's really new to that and is a bit older. So I really want all right, here we go. Lots of shove the head in, shove it in, and not okay, I guess, since you're luring me, sure. I'm just gonna get a better behavior that way, and I'm gonna build better muscle memory, so that the next time when we work on this, it will be more enthusiasm. So that's great. This is my third session on this, by the way. So I have, one of the things I have in here is string cheese. The other things are some of his kibble and some Vital Essentials brand treats. For the string cheese, I made a point to already cut it up so that there's no fumbling happening. And I'm gonna start with sitting and luring him through, and then once he's got it on, I'm gonna start kind of playing with him, get it game or up down or things like that. Here we go. Gonna get Choopy. Okay, kid. Do you remember? Do you remember? All right, all right. So I want to let him opt into this training session, so I don't have him on leash or anything like that. I want to make sure that he is making the choice himself to do this. So luring his head through, and then I'm gonna toss a treat. I want him to, again, completely opt in on his own. Yes, a good boy. That's a good boy. Good job. And again, so every time I'm tossing a reset, it's almost like another way of asking him for his consent. Laughing because he actually decided not to eat that reset at all, and he just came right back, so that was awesome. Good boy! And another one. Control or consent are considered primary reinforcers, just like food and treats and toys and things like that. Oh my gosh, sitting because I'm taking too long. I love that. Just had to recalibrate my hand position here. Good job, kid. So especially for something like this, I really want to make sure that the dog has as much control as they could possibly have over the situation. He's doing so well that I'm just going to go ahead and put it on. Good boy. Had to stop and chew. There we go. All right, all right. And get it. All right, now I'm bringing in get it game. Get it. Good job. Good boy. Get it. All right. And he just kind of wiggled his head side to side, which to me says, what is this thing on my face? Yeah, get it. Good job. And get it. So that just is great information for me. I'm not surprised at all that he is still met on it, but I'm actually really impressed. So I'm going to turn the camera on, get it, so that you can actually see what his body language looks like, because it looks awesome. Hi, baby. Get it. Okay, so we're doing get it game. Yeah, get it. This is something where the dog is completely offering their own focus, but you can see how he's still wiggling his head side to side. Get it. Just a tiny bit, not that time. But his body language looks really relaxed, and he is not looking like he's about to try and paw at his face, which is exactly what I'm looking at. If he were to do that, I would take it off right away. Yeah, good boy! And love to see dogs offering behavior at this stage with things like this, because that is a great sign, right? A dog sits in order to say please, and if he is saying please while he's wearing this thing, that is rad. We love to see it. Go get that. Good job, kid. Good job. He's so good. He's so good. And get it. That was such a bad throw. Get it. And get it. Good job, kiddo. All right. Good boy. Good boy. And just the fact that he's willing to snuffle stuff out, get it, is really, really awesome. I think something I want to start doing next session, get it, is giving him a snuffle mat after this. So instead of you can engage with me the whole time, it would be independent engaging, which is going to be harder than, that was a bad throw. Bad catch. Then that would be harder than just being entertained by me. Wow, so many bad catches. But that's a good information too, right? Because he might feel like, I don't know if I'm as good at catching treats with this thing on my face. And, you know, he may or may not be right. Oh, here we go. All right, so what I want to do here is end on a high note. Yeah, cheese. We love cheese. We love cheese. Cheese is awesome. And then lots of treats. And then I'm just going to take it off right away. And then absolutely nothing is going to happen. I'm going to be so boring. He's going to be like, wait, what? Oh my God, lame. And in my first session, when I was first introducing this, I didn't put it all the way on his head at all. I would just lure his head through, make it really fun for him to do that, lots of yummy food, and then I'd take it off and I would do this, what I'm doing right now. So sitting down, being really boring, being very human-y. You know, a lot of dogs, they know that when you're just slouching on the couch, then you're not engaging with them at all. So you want to kind of switch to doing something really boring, human-y. Hi, what's up, kid? You gonna lay here with me? What a nice boy. Okay. You're so cute. All right, so I love this. I think I'm going to call this session good for now. I feel happy that we ended on a high note, even though he did paw at his face, which is the first time I've seen him do that. But that's okay. It was the third session. He kicked butt. I was a little bit distracted by handling a phone anyway. So anyway, success. Okay, I was literally just exporting that movie that I just made you with a bunch of clips from my movie, and he freaking, I shit you not, just picked this up and brought it to me. So we're gonna do a little bit more before I actually end this session. I can't believe he did that. That was so cute. Okay, so once again, figure it out. It's the first order of business. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, you're so freaking cute. I can't believe you just brought me this. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Good job. Good boy. Yeah, good job. So I'm making a point to just kind of like, I just often start, like my first rep is just like fussing with it. This is what it feels like on your face. Eat while you're feeling that feeling. Eat, 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 like that. And then I start working on like actually putting it on the face. I don't know that I would continue to do that with a dog who's already conditioned to wear something like this, but since we're still in the beginning stages, now at this point I don't know if I would call this session 3 or 4, because it's more like 3.5, because he made me restart it, which is rad. You know, earlier we were talking about saying please, and I think there's really nothing more clear than bringing me this thing in from the couch. Good job, kiddo. All right, all right. Get your ears through. You got big old ears. I got big ones. All right, get it. Okay, we're gonna do some more of these. Dig for that cheese. Yeah, right on. Get it. So I'm gonna start incorporating some nose targets. We'll get some nice recall practice in here. So this is going from get it. Easier skill to access, which is just come towards me, then I toss food. Get it. To did you know that you could even train with this thing on? And also, I really love using a nose target. Good boy for this because it involves using his face. And again, oh, you don't want to do that? You don't want to hit this target? Good boy. And so that's great. Yes, good job, good boy. That is so good of you. This is so cool of you. You are such a good guy. He's doing so well with this. It's been fun. I'm gonna try and see if he can catch again. Oh, whoops, I'm going out of frame there. Oh, almost, that was way better. So this is just kind of building up his confidence with like being able to use his mouth fully as much as he wants while he's wearing this kind of thing. Yeah, all right, still no pawing. Wow, I'm so happy. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this one short right now and leave him wanting more. I want his last memory of this thing to be, hell yeah, that was awesome, which I'd say I did a good job with that on the last one. But just to give you an idea, this is the part where the leash attaches. So it would look like this. So I'm just doing a really quick introduction to leash pressure here. And then this part clips to the collar, which just helps more evenly distribute pressure so that there's less like focused points of any kinds, right? It should be distributed really evenly throughout the head. And you really want one that has lots of stripes under here. Like this X shape actually means that it's gonna encompass like the whole skull instead of just like focusing on one pinpoint, like the top of his nose. So yay, that's something I like about this one. Woo, you did it! You did it! You did so good. Now I gotta hide this thing from you. Oh, whoa. Okay, you get a blooper for making it to the end of this video. I just tripped over your dog.